Barside Jive. Today we're live at Tolberts Restaurant Chili Parlor located on Main Street in downtown Grapevine, Texas. Tolberts has been in business since about 1977. Frank X. Tolbert Sr. opened his first location on Main Street in Dallas, and now they own and operate this location here in the 400 block of Main Street in Grapevine, Texas. Tolberts is a family restaurant. They're open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. I guess they're best known for their bowl of red, their chili. I particularly like the brisket tacos on Wednesdays and the carnitas with the side of asparagus anytime. At night, 7 days a week, they have live music. Most of it's classic rock, my favorite. But they also have some country periodically, as well as some R&B. It's a great place to bring the family during the day and at night. If you want to party, this is the place to be. So you need to come down and visit. Today I'm privileged to have a good friend of mine and an amazing musician, Michael Richardson's here. So Mike, come on up. Hey Mike, we're glad you're here, brother.
Glad to be here.
It's all been awesome, your friendship over the years.
My buddy DC.
Yeah, man. What you tell them about Shots for Stones?
Shots for Stones is an organization that DC over here founded at Tolberts, wherein every time I played a Rolling Stones song, he would buy me a shot, and it became a thing of legends and became a little dangerous, so we kind of backed down off of it a little bit. Long ride home, so.
It definitely controls how many Stones songs you play in a set, right?
Yeah. I think it started off as an impetus to get me to play more Stones, but then it kind of ended up working in reverse.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know.
So now it's still a thing, but not every song. Just,
right.
You know.
Now, of course, the nights that you play all Stones, we give you a break.
Yeah. No,
right. Yeah.
One would perish upon taking a shot.
You know what I could do? What I could do is put water in some of them, and you'd never, and no one to know, but you.
Yeah. Probably a second plan.
Mike, like I say, everyone I know around has enjoyed your playing, whether you play in Dallas or Fort Worth. You know, everybody just loves to hear you play, and you're just so versatile. And I think I've heard you play about everybody, but I don't know, maybe not AC/DC.
I can play AC/DC, I just can't sing it.
Yeah.
I could kind of sing it maybe 15, 20 years ago when I was younger, but it just makes my voice hurt just thinking about it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, tell me, when did you pick up your first six string?
Oh, I would say when I was a kid, I took some guitar lessons. I took piano lessons when I was like 5, and then I quit and started back up when I was 8, kind of on and off throughout the years. We had a piano around the house always. And then I've always liked guitar, and I think my parents bought me a really cheap acoustic when I was maybe 8, and maybe I took a few lessons, and then it was clunker, so it got thrown out or something. And then when I was about 12 or 13 or 14, I think, I got my first actual guitar and started taking lessons with a guy up in Sherman. I'm from Denison, and Sherman and Denison are next to each other.
Right.
The good teachers were in Sherman, and took with him for maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and learned to read music and all these little blues licks he would show me beginner's licks and chord progressions, and just kind of progressed. Learned a lot of my own. I got a subscription to a couple guitar magazines and learned a lot from those. And then by the time I was, a senior in high school, I was a decent player, pretty good.
Who's your number one favorite band?
As cliche as it sounds, I would just always say the Beatles, because they were the first ones that, when I was really, really young, that I was enamored with and fascinated with, and learned all the lyrics to their songs. And once I started playing, learned all the music to them, and they did everything, and they changed music. They started off playing kind of silly poppy love songs, and then ended up playing mind-expanding music all within a framework of like 7 years. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of my go-to, is I would say, even though there's a lot of other bands I like as much as them, they're the ones that, at my core, at the core of my soul, they're the ones that are the bedrock, the foundation of my musical tastes.
So they're your favorite to play?
Yeah, I don't know if they're my favorite to play or not. I play so many different, you know me. I play so many different bands and so many different artists' music that it's hard for me to say. After a gig, after my Jimi Hendrix gig last week, I would have told you Jimi Hendrix, but after my Stones gig the week before that, I probably would have said the Stones, because each one of them is so fun to play, and in many different, like in a different way. Hendrix is fun to play in the 180 degree opposite direction than the Stones are, but they're equally as fun for me. So
yeah. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on stage during a performance?
Yeah, there's the regular things like chicks pulling their shirts up, and seeing fights out in the audience, which anytime any of that happens, I always miss it. I'm always looking down. On break, one of the guys will come up to me and say, "Hey, did you see that chick?" Or, "Man, that fight, that dude got his nose broken." I was like, "No, I never see anything." So I guess the craziest thing that happened to me is probably being really drunk and falling over during a guitar solo.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a big guy and I'm top heavy and my balance isn't that great anyway. So imagine if you had like a 150-pound thing up here, it's a weeble wobble type situation. Mm-hmm. And then if you're, kind of a shithoused at a gig, then, like gravity takes effect. But I kept playing apparently and finished the solo on my side or whatever, and then worked my way back up. And it was during a Duran Duran Ordinary World.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
That's what I was told.
Cool.
I guess that's the craziest thing that's happened.
So I'm curious, how many instruments can you play?
This one pretty much. Guitar. Keyboards, I can play Elton John songs really well. Kind of clunky, but once it starts getting too frilly or and I don't like playing keyboards anymore. Like, I don't play keyboards anymore like at my gigs or anything. I sold all mine off. And if I'm at a real piano, I enjoy the feel of playing that, but I've never been able to make it sound good on stage when I'm playing it, and the feel of a digital piano, it's just so different. And I never practice it, so I'm always at a point to where I don't feel comfortable playing it. And I don't feel comfortable playing it because I don't practice it, and I don't practice it because I don't really enjoy or feel comfortable playing it. So it's like a vicious circle that just kept going down and down. I was like, I'm a guitar player, screw the keyboards.
And vocals.
And vocals, that's an instrument too up here, right?
Yeah. And you have an awesome range.
Thank you. It's gone down as I've gotten older. Like every Led Zeppelin night we have, I find another song that I probably don't want to try to sing anymore. And I'm okay with that. I'm getting older, and that's what happens when you get older. You lose vocal range, like it or not.
Yeah. Let's not talk anymore about that.
How's your vocal range?
About that getting, you know how mine is. So if you were to pick your favorite song ever, and I know this is a difficult question, your favorite song ever, what would it be?
My favorite song ever. It's going to sound dumb, but I don't think I can answer it. I can give you my favorite song by a few of my different artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People ask me that, and I'm a very indecisive person by nature. I don't consider myself a Republican or a Democrat. I like the Stones and the Beatles. Sometimes I get mayo on my burger, sometimes I get mustard. It's like I'm very, so like picking things like that and making lists are very hard for me usually.
Yeah.
Like Elton John's one of my favorites, and my favorite song by him is Someone Saved My Life Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The Beatles are one of my favorites, and my favorites by them are like A Day in the Life and Strawberry Fields Forever, probably.
What's your birth month?
January 22nd.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that explain why I'm screwed in the head?
No, it's all good. No, I guess my ultimate favorite band ever was Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Probably because that was one of the first concerts I ever went to.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
so that's a way to break in your
and back then, it wasn't. It was a big deal, but it wasn't a big deal. Tickets were cheap, and had a buddy that worked at a buddy's brother that worked at a ticket agency here in Dallas, and we always got near front row seats for all the concerts. Back then, big place to go was Memorial Auditorium. That was later the Dallas Convention Center, but and I've never been to a Stones concert, but Stones are number 2.
I can't believe that.
I know. I've never been. Songs, I can always pick out. I think Misty Mountain's my favorite Zeppelin, and and there's a tie on Stones, either Can't You Hear Me Knocking or Monkey Man.
Monkey Man's my favorite Stone song.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those are some awesome tunes. Do you mind playing a little bit for us?
Yeah, I'll sing you a song. Speaking of voices, mine isn't warmed up today yet, so let's see what happens.
Shoot, it's all good. Even on a bad day, you're going to sound way better than anybody else. So.
Come on there. Daryl, Here Comes Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. Take one. Great song.
Oh, it's a beautiful song, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Just give me a quick answer, okay? Boxers, briefs, or boxer briefs?
Boxer briefs. Best of both worlds.
Okay. So, a sane 6 or a crazy 9?
Sane 6 or a crazy 9? Sane 6.
Sane 6?
Yeah, I'm a very, I don't take many chances. I like things to be sane. So, and assuming that you can't have 69.
Right.
6.
Right, exactly.
I'm not a very big risk taker or chance taker.
Okay, shower beer.
I never really understood doing anything in the shower besides showering. You know, I just like sitting there and letting the water run over me like this, pretending like I'm dead or something. And then I go, oh, I'm wasting water. I got to get this over with. I don't brush my teeth in the shower, shave in the shower. I don't shave at all, obviously, but when I do shave. And I'm not that big of a beer drinker, so beer shower.
Okay.
This makes me look distinguished, right?
Yeah, you are very distinguished. That's what everybody says about you.
can
Man, that dude is so distinguished.
You can distinguish me from a good-looking guy anywhere.
Well, you do have this. You do have a loud presence.
It's called a PA system and a microphone and a 50-watt guitar amp.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear you again. When are you playing?
We'll be here at Tolberts. I'm here the second Wednesday of every month now.
I want to know when you're doing Stones and Zeppelin again.
Neither one of those are scheduled as of now.
Really?
They're both bound to happen
Sucks.
within the next few months, but I just haven't gotten around to booking them.
Right. Cool. Well, no, that's not cool.
It's cool that I'm going to, though, right?
It's cool that it's coming
Get
in
on
the
it.
future. I just hope
Like
I'm
saying.
here when you do it instead of in New Orleans.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we can Skype you or something.
Yeah, right.
I know they have that thing on Facebook now, or
Yeah.
it's a Periscope app.
Yeah.
But Facebook also has it to where somebody's out there filming you and you go live with it and you basically...
If someone wanted to book you for a private event, how would they get a hold of you?
Email is the best way, and that's Big Mike Rocks, BIGMIKEROCKS, at sbcglobal.net.
Cool.
And I will respond to them on there.
That's awesome. And also, do you have a website?
BigMikeMusic.net. BigMikeMusic.net. That has my gig calendar, which is usually up to date.
Well, thank you for coming down to Tolberts today and
You bet, man.
spending
Thanks for
some
having
time
me.
with me. I love you, man.
Love you right back, DC.
And Tolberts is a great place. It's where I spend some of my time. So you should come on down and visit, have dinner or lunch. They have a great bar, too. So I want to thank Mike for coming in. He's been a good friend and superb musician. I just want to thank Paul, Kathleen, Steve, and Ryan for allowing us to do this episode of Barside Jive right here on the stage at Tolberts Restaurant Chili Parlor. So that's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for Barside Jive, and we